My sincere gratitude to the Consul General of India to Toronto, Mr. Siddharth Nath, our esteemed speakers, Tony Ferrari, Rosita Kennedy, Sandeep Chaudhary, I think we'll be seeing Shauna and Iona, but they will be joining us soon. Okay, Shauna is here. Welcome, Shauna. So thank you so much for making it on a Saturday morning. You know, as has been mentioned earlier, and I won't say much about that, but women are a very important part of the society, and it's very, very important to recognize and celebrate them. And hence we're doing this. By virtue of we aggregating together in a common platform, there's an opportunity to network, there's an opportunity to exchange ideas, and there's an opportunity for exchanging notes and growing by that. So we have a lot of examples where by way of meeting and networking, we have had new ideas which we incorporated in our events. We have had new references of speakers, and that's how we are growing.
But I must admit that it is always a pleasure for me to be back at an ICAI event, which is always a huge enriching opportunity for me, but I know from my previous postings as well, including in Singapore, it makes such a difference to the community, to the broader CA community and to the wider community, because they're always such enriching and such wonderful events. I'd like to begin by greeting everybody on International Women's Day. It's very appropriate that we have the ICAI doing an event for this, because I know they have been at the forefront of making the workplaces that they are in, and they straddle such a wide range of sectors, making those workplaces more inclusive and more diverse. So again, thanks to ICAI for thinking of an event with such wonderful speakers, but also for highlighting the importance of diversity and inclusion at the workplace. It's also very appropriate that we are having this event here in Toronto, because if there is a global dynamic city, a major financial center that recognizes the importance of talent wherever it comes from, and whatever gender or other background the talent is from, that is Toronto. But then the question, of course, comes at a time when technology is changing, the pace of change has disrupted many traditional employment models. How do we make sure that women are in a position to take equal advantage of these local and regional and global trends? Are we doing enough for that? The skilled professionals, top leaders present in this room have been so instrumental in building the global reputation that Indian professionals have, not just in North America, but globally. But what more can we do to make sure that this growth, this change, the dynamism is also more inclusive? And it's not a question just for those in the audience, it's a question that we pose to ourselves every day, and something that we need to do more for. The Toronto chapter of ICAI has been playing such a pivotal role in shaping the financial landscape of North America, providing such essential guidance and expertise in this ever-evolving financial sector. I'd really like to encourage even more closer ties between the North American and the Indian accounting communities and finance professionals to exchange best practices and enhance the quality of financial services.
I'm Tony Ferrari. I'm the President and CEO of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. I'm here today with the ICAI at their celebration of International Women's Day. This is a very important event where we recognize the contributions of women around the world. A very, very important topic, near and dear to my heart, and the theme of this year's International Women's Day is Inspire Inclusion. Again, very, very important as we recognize that having a diverse and inclusive culture in all our businesses means success for the business and success for our society. So thank you for welcoming me here, and I'm happy to participate.
इंटरनेशनल वुमेंस डे के अवसर पर ICAI ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट प्रोग्राम कर रहा है ऑन हाउ टू मेक वर्क प्लेसेस मोर इंक्लूसिव एंड मोर डाइवर्स. तो इसमें कॉन्सुलेट की तरफ से वी आर वेरी हैप्पी टू बी पार्ट ऑफ इट, क्योंकि ये दिस इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर ऑफ इंडिया सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ इंटरनेशनल वुमेंस डे. हमारे लिए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के लिए इस बार थीम भी यही है, इंक्लूसिव and diversity and inclusiveness in workspace. So very happy to be here, and happy Women's Day to everybody in Canada and beyond.
My name is Lizita Kennedy. I'm the Managing Director of Advanced Planning, so this at Scotia Wealth. This is a group that focuses on ultra high net worth clients and helping them with intergenerational transfer matters, as well as wealth structuring and all of the various aspects relating to that. I'm really pleased and feel truly honored to be here today. Over the years, as a woman in business, I grew up in a family business, was a partner at KPMG, had my own consulting practice, and I'm truly proud to be at Scotia Wealth as a managing director. So over the years as a woman in business, I've learned what works, what doesn't work. So I feel truly honored to be here in the spirit of International Women's Day to share some of those experiences, and I'm looking forward to the conversation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Vivek Kapoor and I am the chairman of the Toronto chapter of the ICAI. Today on March 9th, 2024, on a Saturday morning, we are celebrating the International Women's Day. We have an excellent lineup of speakers consisting of Tony Ferrari, who is the CEO of CIPF, Luzita Kennedy, who is the MD of Scotia Wealth, Shauna Vassell, Sandeep Chaudhary and Iona Santana. This is a houseful event. We have over 120 people in house, and Consul General of India to Toronto is the chief guest, and we are about to begin the event. So I look forward to an excellent and engaging event, and thank you everybody who's supporting us all this while, and those members who have missed this, please make sure to come to the next event. Thank you and have a great one.
A little bit about yourself and your background, and also how has your background motivated you to succeed?
Okay, thank you for that question. I did want to tell you a little bit about myself so that you can know who I am, human being. So I was born and raised in Toronto. I'm the daughter of immigrant Italian parents. My parents didn't like it here when we first got here, so we moved back to Italy, and then they changed their minds again, and we came back to Canada. So when I did come to Canada, I did not speak English, and I went to school not understanding what the teachers and any of the kids were saying. But fast forward, I did spend most of my life in Toronto. And when I was 8, unfortunately, we lost my dad to a car accident. And my mom at the time was a homemaker. She did not work and she did not speak English. And so she was not prepared to be that.
For the woman to having a month plus that to adhere to when it comes to balancing work life with professional life. And because being a working woman, how's that journey been for you?
Yeah. This is, I think a lot of us can relate to this, not just women, but I think perhaps women eat themselves up and you want to be a good mother, a good daughter, a good employee, a good boss. And can you do it all? Well, you can do it all. We can't do it all the time and at the same time. Lord knows I've tried. And so it's been an ongoing battle in my career. And I would say somewhere 10 to 15 years ago, I think I finally found the secret and stopped finding it. What do I mean by that? I really changed my lifestyle about 10 to 15 years ago. And I went on a health mantra. I eat healthier. I kept this going for almost 15 years. I eat healthier. I didn't grow up doing sports, so I do more like yoga, walking. I did hire a personal trainer at one point. I forced myself to go to the gym, and today I do a combination of things. I do like to hike a lot. And I tried to live more in the now. And I started reading all this stuff out books. Because I'm worried. I'm always worried about the future. And it doesn't matter how I go to work. I worry about money a lot. That's just from my upbringing, because there was never any money. I was trained to worry about money. If you talk to my mother today, the sky is always falling and we're all going to be destitute and I have nothing to eat. And it's very depressing sometimes. But appreciate the life that she had and where she's coming from. So I feel that once I started focusing on myself and taking care of myself, that work-life balance fell into place. And the reason being is I handled stress better. I was able to compartmentalize my life in my head better. I was more aware and alert. And now I started putting the right boundaries around my personal life and my work life. I took advantage of flexible programs that worked long before COVID. I always worked a day a week from about 12 years ago, even before COVID. Back then, you'll laugh. Our chief auditor, when we went into COVID and we all had to take our laptops from him, he calls me because we don't know how to work like this. Can you talk to my executive team and tell them, even the refrigerators calling me to it. Oh, I was so fighting. I'm like, I did not know how to work home. Anyways, but the point being that we really need to find strategies to separate that. I will tell you this, I'm not going to blame you. It all depends on your goals. If you want to climb the corporate ladder, you are not going to work 7-8 hours a day. But how do you work it matters. When my kids were small, I'd get up at 5 a.m., I'd work till 7:30. I'd take care of the kids, I'd take them to salons every morning, and then I'd start back at 10. It was exhausting. And then they go to sleep at night, and I'm on again. Today, I have a different pattern. I've had many different patterns in my career because I have always valued flexibility. So it wasn't for me how many hours a day you work, but how you work it that made you fit in your work, fit in your life. And I think that that's important, to be honest with all of you. Like it's just not about a number of hours. If you want to work 9 to 5 and not find a corporate calendar, you are allowed, of course. So work-life balance and different things to all of us. I think it starts with taking care of yourself.
Absolutely. And